wasn't cool. Got lost in the crowd, far from standing out. I stayed in on Friday nights, alone with my thoughts, trying to write a song for people just like me. Someone that no one sees. This is for the ones who don't feel pretty, the little bit strange, messed up, confused. This is for the ones who wanna sing it with me. 5, 4, 3, 2. This is for the ones who don't feel pretty. I always felt uninvited. I was different, tried to hide it. Didn't wanna get caught being something I'm not. On the outside looking in, a stranger trapped in my own skin. Had to make a change, had to let the real me sing. This is for the ones who don't feel pretty, the little bit strange, messed up, confused. This is for the ones who wanna sing it with me. 5, 4, 3, 2. This is for the ones who don't feel pretty. This is for the ones who don't feel pretty. If you're feeling all alone, left out like you're on your own, lift your head up, don't you see? We're not that different, you and me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is for the ones who don't feel pretty. Sing it with me, sing it with me. This is for the ones who don't feel pretty.
It's not quite a religious experience, but it's damn close.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Hello. Hello.
The wheel is turning, but the hamster's dead.
Seriously? You guys gotta come up with a better name. Whatever. I'm not even getting paid for this show.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio.
Well, there ain't nothing else like a Tennessee rain. Softer than a kiss, it'll wash away the pain. Hitting you so hard it can drive a man insane. No, there ain't nothing else like a Tennessee rain. Last night I went down to them double deuce. I had to pick her up real late when her shift was through. We took a little ride down to Buffalo Bridge with the moonlight shining down there on the ridge. So damn hot, we like to burst into flames. The only thing left to save us was the Tennessee rain. Well, there ain't nothing else like a Tennessee rain. Softer than a kiss, it'll wash away the pain. hitting you so hard it can drive a man insane. Oh, there ain't nothing else like a Tennessee rain. There's a certain something hanging in the air. Is it the honeysuckle vines or long red hair? Now if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, we can keep in the truck and just might stay dry. Windows rolled up and her hair let down. Hearts are beating louder than the thunder and sound. Well, there ain't nothing else like a Tennessee rain. Softer than a kiss, it'll wash away the pain. Hitting you so hard it can drive a man insane. No, there ain't nothing else like a Tennessee rain. She pulls me closer as those clouds roll in, and our eyes meet one more time. Here comes that warm front. Now the sky starts to spin. Don't know where we're going, just where we've been. Well, there ain't nothing else like a Tennessee rain. Softer than a kiss, it'll wash away the pain. Hitting you so hard it can drive a man insane. No, there ain't nothing else like a Tennessee. Ain't nothing else like a Tennessee rain. Softer than a kiss, it'll wash away the pain. Hitting you so hard it can drive a man insane. No, there ain't nothing else like a Tennessee rain.
His name is Lee Gibson, good friend of mine from Nashville, Tennessee, and a great tune called Tennessee Rain. And before that, another great friend of mine from Nashville, Tennessee, Miss Risa Binder, and a great tune called Pretty. She spent all of 2016 touring with Mr. Ronnie Millsap on his farewell tour, and boy, I know the artist sure missed touring. But welcome to today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio. We are playing New Country's best music, as you've already heard in the first two songs. We're going to keep doing that for the next 3 hours, so let's get to it. I absolutely love doing this, and sit back and relax and enjoy the music tonight on a special Thursday night edition. I've got Richard Lynch from the Richard Lynch Band going to be calling in here at 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 on the East Coast, where he is in Waynesville, Ohio. He is a traditional country music Hall of Famer. You're going to love his story, and you're going to love his music as well. And we're going to play several of his songs tonight. Right now, let's get back into that great country music. Mr. Zach Paxson from the state of Ohio is up next. This is called Nothing to Lose on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio, also syndicated on KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
I just stood there, watched you walk away, like I didn't have a thing to say. And it might be too late for goodbye, but I'm swallowing my pride. Who really cares? Who's to blame? Maybe it was me, or maybe it was you. Somewhere in between, I think you'd find the truth. Maybe all this time was meant for us to find. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. So right now I'm gonna run back to you, 'cause I got nothing to lose. Me cry, but I never felt like I felt when I was by your side. And I'm no angel, and you're no saint, but the two of us together had more than everything. Who really cares? Who's to blame? Maybe it was was you. Somewhere in between, I think you'd find the truth. Maybe all this time was meant for us to find. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. So right now I'm gonna run back to you, 'cause I got nothing to lose. Maybe it was me, or maybe it was you. Somewhere in between, I think you'd find the truth. Maybe all this time was meant for us to find. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. So right now I'm gonna run back to you, 'cause I got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Took my call, girl.
latest single from Philip Sanders, who is hanging out live in our chat room tonight. Thank you, Philip, for giving us that music, and we are the first radio station to play it. We love that honor. That has happened more than once, but we sure do appreciate the honor, and that is called Over a Beer. Check it out from Philip Sanders. Request that at your local radio stations, ladies and gentlemen. That is a hit song. You can see why we call this station New Country's Best, don't you? We play the best, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. You can follow us at New Country's Best on Twitter. We will be glad to follow you right back, and we will lead you to some of the artists making the great country music that you're hearing right now. Well, speaking of great country music, if you love traditional country, you're going to love the interview I'm going to do with Richard Lynch from the Richard Lynch Band coming up here in just a few more minutes. 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 8:30 on the West Coast. We will have him live with us. And thank you guys all for joining us tonight. And do us a favor, blast our social, our show links out on your social media, and bring all your friends and fans in who love country music. We would love to hear from them and chat with them as well in my live chat room right here on Spreaker.com. Mr. Austin Poole is up next. This is called Plain White Tea on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Got a closet full of 100% pre-washed cotton polyester blended memories. All my favorite teas. I got this one in Boston with my old man, 2004 World Series champs. Sweet memories of him and me. I wore his Budweiser shirt my whole senior trip. Earnhardt and Talladega. Some were faded, some don't fit, but this one here, let me tell you, it ain't never been washed since the night at the lake. Since you fell sleeping on my tailgate after we made love beneath the stars. Cutest little thing in an extra large. Ain't got no riders and no decals, just a red wine stain and the scent of a gal I used to love. This plain white tea says oh so much. That morning we took a walk in the field, spread out a blanket in the daffodils and watched the clouds while we dreamed out loud. And just like this one from a George Strait show, Austin in '92, they're just memories from long ago of a dream that didn't come true. It ain't never been washed since the night at the lake. Since you fell sleeping on my tailgate after we made love beneath the stars. Cutest little thing in an extra large. Ain't got no riders and no decals, just a red wine stain and the scent of a gal I used to love. This plain white tea says oh so much. They're all reminders of the places I've been, but one stands out where I'd love most to go again. It ain't got no ridings, no decals, just a red wine stain and the scent of a gal I used to love. This plain white tea is clearly to me said so much. Oh, so
much. Giddy up. Howdy, this is Jane from One Ugly Cowboy, and you're listening to Today's Country with Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com. Woo! Ride with the wind. Off a desert highway where no one stops was a lonely bar called El Rio Cross. One day a stranger came passing through. He hung his hat, pulled up a stool, had a slow laid back southern comfort ease, the kind of man that does what he please. We talked a while, didn't catch his name, but I won't forget what he had to say. Whoa, whoa, I'm young and I'm free, no time me damn blues gonna ball and chain me. Whoa, whoa, life is too sweet, I follow my heart wherever it leads me. A ride with the wind, don't worry today what tomorrow will bring. Life is for living, each day is a gift. I ride with the wind, yeah. He said my daddy worked a dead-end job, and on the day he died, he told me, son, get out now while you can. Dare to dream and don't look back. Whoa, whoa, live for the chase, 'cause life is too short and you don't wanna waste it. Whoa, whoa, never lose faith, to follow the sun and roll down this highway. You ride with the wind, don't worry today what tomorrow will bring. Life is for living, each day is a gift, yeah. Ride with the wind. Yeah, ride with the wind. Don't worry today what tomorrow will bring. Yeah, ride with the wind. Yeah, ride with the wind. Ride with the wind. Ready to fly like a bird on the wing. Yeah, ride with the wind. Yeah, ride with the wind. Don't worry today what tomorrow will bring. Life is for living, each day is a gift. Yeah, ride with the wind.
They are Richard and Jane, One Ugly Cowboy. Ride with the Wind is the title track of their latest CD. You can get it at oneuglycowboy.com. It is absolutely awesome. We had a great radio interview last week, and I want to thank them for their time. That was our fourth one to date, and there will be many more. I guarantee you, they are great. One Ugly Cowboy from Toronto, Canada. Well, let's go back to Ohio before we get a call from Ohio. These are Hastings and Co. This is called American Love on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com. Richard Lynch Band coming up next.
It's like fireworks flying on the 4th of July, lighting up the midnight air. It's warm summer nights trying to win a prize down at the county fair. Well, it's you and me, baby, young, wild and crazy kids, free falling hard in American love. American love. just to feel the wind blow, sun shining on your face. And it's singing along at the top of our lungs. Born in the USA, it's American love. And it's red like my lipstick on your face. And it's blue like those tears when you're away. And it's white like a wedding dress. Baby, I've been blessed and I just wanna stay forever in American love. It's Gladstein jeans, your arms around me in the middle of a country show. 10,000 light of skies on fire, dancing when they play our song. And it's the freedom I feel in the kisses you steal, wrapped up in your strong American love. And it's red like my lipstick on your face. And it's blue like those tears when you're away. And it's white like a wedding dress. Baby, I've been blessed and I just wanna stay forever in American love. American love. Now we've got a little house for you and me, a flag hanging high for all to see. And it's red like my lipstick on your face. And it's blue like those tears when you're away. And it's white like a wedding dress. Baby, I've been blessed and I just wanna stay forever in American love. In American love. In American love. Yeah, yeah. That's American love.
You can check out the video to American Love on ICTV. That is IndieCountryTelevision.net 24/7. It is playing the best in new country videos. You'll get to see some of these artists in action. And Hastings and Co. from the state of Ohio are great. They got a brand new song that just dropped today. We'll have that probably next week. It is great too. Canadian Tuxedo is the title of it. We have with us now live a gentleman that we got to meet in Springfield, Missouri a little over a year ago when he was doing a show here. Richard Lynch from the Richard Lynch Band from Waynesville, Ohio. How are you tonight?
Hey, Tim, I am doing good. Thanks for having me.
You are welcome, man. Thanks for doing this. I appreciate it. And again, a big shout out to our good friend, and mine and yours both, Mr. Michael Stover, for setting us up tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you, Michael.
Yep, appreciate it. He's hooked me up with some good interviews, man. I'm busy for about a month now from him.
That's great.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Some of the artists I haven't ever talked to, so I think this is our fourth or fifth interview, at least four, I think. But, man, I love talking to you.
Thank you. I love talking with you guys. We have a great time.
Yep. You know, last year you were doing a show here. We didn't get to do this, go to the show because of my work schedule at the time, but we did meet you the next day at Denny's and had breakfast. And you know what happened at Denny's that day? I hit this is a baseball analogy. I hit 2 grand slams. I couldn't walk, and I slid home and was called out in my recliner.
We're going to have to stop meeting like that, I guess, Jim.
you and Donna just had coffee. You did it real simple.
That was a great morning. We had a lot of fun, enjoyed the conversation, and we talked country music. What more can a guy ask for?
Oh, man, we sure did. And, you know, that is something that I'm amazed at your brand of country music and how you make traditional country music sound. I'm telling you, you sound like nobody else I've ever heard doing traditional country music. And, you know, I've asked you before this question, and never do you hardly ever hear an artist say this, but when I ask who inspires you in country music, you're able to say that your father did.
Oh, yeah. My dad was a huge inspiration on me. I grew up listening to that great country music, and at a young age, I knew that's something that I wanted to do. some people, they guess a little bit, they'll try a little here, try a little there. I knew at a real young age that country music was for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you've got a neat situation now with this pandemic going on. I was kind of looking at your show schedule on your website a little bit, and it's a shame of what's going on there and artists not being able to perform. But you're bringing them to a place that I think you know quite well, called the Keeping It Country Farm. Tell us how that's working out.
Well, we're going to have our very first live concert July 11th, very first of this year, July 11th here at our farm. We've done a couple of Facebook Lives projects there from our farm. We did one about a month ago to raise some money for our piano player. He had heart surgery, and believe it or not, within 2 weeks of his surgery, he was well enough to do a 90-minute set with us. And,
nice.
It just goes to show you that miracles happen every day. Yeah. And we put our little 2 cents worth out there and played some music and raised some money for him. So country music is a awesome entity in the fact that we can be good to people and help people all throughout life there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you, I love what you do for the folks in country music, and you do this little TV program too called Traditionally Lynched that we have on our station, ICTV, over at IndieCountryTelevision.net. That also, episodes of that runs 24/7. All you got to do is scroll down a little bit and click on the ones that you want to watch. And there's some great stuff on there too, man. I don't know how many of those episodes you've been able to do here lately with the pandemic, but if you got any new stuff you want to shoot over to me, I'd be glad to have it too.
Well, we're going to be bringing a couple of Nashville acts to our barn once in August. We're bringing Ronnie Stoneman. Ronnie was the hee-haw lady there, who was the ironing board lady on hee-haw, I guess I should say.
Yeah, I remember her.
And she's a great talent banjo player, and tells great stories. And then that'll be in August, and then so we're going to have some footage of that. And then in September, we're going to be bringing Highway 101 to our barn. I know they had some awesome hits in the 90s, and looking forward to having them. And then in October, we'll round out our farm events here with a lady from RFD Television, Penny Gilley, will be joining us. So we haven't got a full schedule this year because we're just now being able to somewhat get our folks back in the barn again with this crazy Rona stuff. It's kind of changed our whole world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you got this thing I'm looking at too called Barn Believers, July 26th. Tell us what that is.
Well, that was last year, I do believe. We did an event last year for Barn Believers, and we had a song called my brain just went away just then. I'm sorry about that there.
That's all right.
We're Saving was the name of the song that we had on a previous album, and that was in regards to an old barn, and some folks asked if we would come to a concert for them to raise money and make awareness of some old barn that they were trying to save and restore up in Michigan. And so we went ahead and did that last year, and that was so much fun, raised a bunch of money for these folks. So just goes to show you, traditional country music is not only great music, but it can be used and utilized to help people in this world. And
that is awesome. I mean, I don't remember those, but, we watch that show Barn Builders on DIY Network, and there's nothing than a good old barn raising, man. Back in the day, I know those folks had a good time. You could just tell. I've seen some video and pictures of those barn raisins, and they're awesome.
Almost a lost art. Guys are just amazing how they do that.
Yep, absolutely. You got this other thing going on, let's talk about a little bit, called the Love Tattoo Foundation. Now, I've got a song called Love Tattoo that I love that you did, but you also did a duet with Ronnie McDowell, and man, that was fabulous. Tell us what the Love Tattoo Foundation is.
Well, me and my wife have always been great supporters of our military men and women, and a gentleman by the name of Chuck Brisbane had sent us a poem and asked if I would put some music to it in regards to his appreciation to the veterans. And so I looked at it and I put some music to it, and I was playing it around a little bit, and then a year goes by, and I got to do a show with Ronnie McDowell, and I found out that Ronnie McDowell did 3 tours of duty in Vietnam. So I've always loved his music, and then I realized what a real patriot Ronnie McDowell was and is. And so I asked Ronnie to do a duet with me. We got in the studio and did it, and we decided to give all the proceeds from the sale of that song to our veterans. And there's a place in Michigan called the Whirlwind Lodge, a 1,200-acre facility that does nothing but support our men and women of the military. They got a 60-acre lake where they can fish and get some, relaxing recreation.
Now we're talking.
And there's also a facility there that these guys and gals can take advantage of, and just kind of get their mind off of stressful things. And it's a place for our military men and women to have a little getaway up there. And that's our little way of giving back.
That is awesome, man. You are the man. I appreciate that information. And, I'm looking again at your website, and I'm looking at some of the performances that you've, the people that you've performed with, the late, great Keith Whitley, Miss Rhonda Vincent. I have a duet single that you did with her, Back in Love Again, that was absolutely phenomenal. You guys killed it on that. She moved just north of us now. She's in Lake Ozark, Missouri.
I heard she moved back to Missouri.
Yeah.
I haven't spoke with her since last year. We were invited to a steel guitar convention in Nashville, and that's the last time I got to see her, which would have been in November of last year. But we bump into each other from time to time, and she's such a gracious lady, a very talented lady, and it's always fun to be around her.
Yeah.
And it's a feather in my hat when I can say, "Hey, Rhonda Vincent's my buddy." So
yeah, yep.
Not a bad day,
She comes down to the Blues and Barbecue down here in Branson at Silver Dollar City. I don't know if she's going to do it this year or not. Man, this COVID's just crazy. They just had 6 employees test positive. We just saw today in the news. We've got season passes, and I said, if I have to wear a mask, because they're making you do that now, I don't really want to enjoy Silver Dollar City. I just don't think it'd be as enjoyable because it's so hot. Like today was 103 heat index, so that'd be a little rough out there. But they're making our season passes good through all of next year, so hopefully everything's chilled down by then, because we sure enjoy that. And boy, if you love bluegrass and country music, that's a neat place to hang out too. So
I need to check that place out.
Yeah.
Get out there and see what's going on with that.
it is really neat. It's based in the 1850s. Everything is kind of old style and just a lot of arts and crafts festivals. They still do blacksmithing out there live. They blow glass. It's just awesome. You'd love it.
I would absolutely love that.
Oh, and
yes, sir.
we also can take 2 free guests, so come on down.
Hey, say when, we'll show up.
You got it. All right. Soon as everything kind of clears up here, we will do that. Hey, I want to also let folks know that you've performed with groups like Shenandoah, Buddy Jewell, who won Nashville Star. That's awesome. Jeannie Seeley, Michael Twitty, just Kentucky Headhunters, Doug Supernaw, and the first gentleman that I ever saw in concert in Oklahoma when I got into radio was Tracy Lawrence, and David Ball opened for him, and Wade Hayes as well. And I see you've performed with David Ball. So, man, there's some good stuff on here.
It's pretty amazing. I've been playing this old music, country music, for many, many years now, and I've had a good stretch of good things happen to me. And when I get to call my heroes my friends, that's not a bad day, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All these wonderful guys and gals that I grew up listening to and loving their music, and I get to call a lot of them my friends these days. I sure enjoy that.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, we got Kevin Fullen, too, by the way, live in the chat room. He's from Kentucky, and he said to tell you hi as well. He knows you real well, he said. And,
hey, Kevin Fullen, yeah, he went on one of my country music cruises with me. Yes, sir. Good to hear you, Kevin.
There you go. Hey, yeah, that's another thing I saw on the website, that already took place. What was that like?
Oh, we've been doing that for a few years. It's always a lot of fun. We get to spend some time with our folks that love traditional country music and get out there on the ocean and enjoy each other's company and just spend some time, out there playing our music. And then, getting to be one-on-one with these folks that spend their hard-earned money to come see us play. That's a pretty special day,
Yep, I've seen a couple of other artists do it. Darren Morris from down there in Texas went on a Texas country music cruise, and boy, it just looks like a lot of fun. I have never been on a cruise, but I hear you can eat around the clock, and that would be a good one for me. I would be in on that.
You certainly can. It's a lot of fun.
I think I could hit another Grand Slam or two, I bet you. Well, hey, I'll tell you what, your music is a grand slam. Let's play a song here. I want to talk about this brand new single and how well it's doing called Starting Now. Tell us about this one.
Well, I wrote that while I was on tour in Texas last year, and I got to thinking about a certain family member of mine who is, and like so many families, he is struggling with some alcohol problems, and by no means is he one. There's lots and lots of folks that have that particular problem, and I got to thinking about him, and I got to hoping he's okay, and this wealth of emotion came over me, and I sat there and wrote it while I was in Texas, and it's a true story. It's an emotional story, but really to me, country music's supposed to have emotion, and I want my music to be full with emotion. And I think we did it pretty good on this particular song. I think you did too, man. I was excited to hear this. I'm always excited to push play when I get a new song from you or your wife Donna. Send something over. Michael Stover. I get 3 or 4 copies of every single you put out. So, thank you.
Absolutely love it. You guys are going to love it too. Let's play Starting Now on KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSDenver.com. It's Richard Lynch with Richard Lynch.
I ran into an old friend of mine the other day. I hadn't seen him in quite a while. We talked and caught up a little. It was good to see my old friend smile. I asked him, I said, "So where you been hiding out all these years?" He gave me a slight little grin and said, "I dedicated my life to the Lord." Yeah, he's my new best friend. I paused for a while and thought, wow, what a change. I'm glad my friend turned his life around. He must have known what I was thinking, 'cause what he told me then was so profound. He said, "When I was a young man, I thought I knew it all. No one could tell me anything. My life was a party. Yeah, I had a ball. Till my party days finally caught up with me. The day I turned 50, I didn't have anything. I woke up cold, sleeping under a bridge. My pockets was empty, and I was all alone. Man, I really wanted to go back home. I didn't want my family to see me this way, so I asked God to help me somehow. I said, "Jesus, if you help me out, I'll give my life to you, starting now."
His name is Richard Lynch with the Richard Lynch Band. His latest single called Starting Now, and man, that is good. It does tell a good story. You did absolutely phenomenal on that.
Well, thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate that.
You betcha. Now, we were talking off the air. You said you got a pretty good handle on your latest album. Tell us a little bit more.
Well, we just finished 4 songs last week in Nashville. You know, all the recording studios have been shut down due to this coronavirus, and so the governor allowed them to be open for a while. You know, with plenty of the protection situation included, of course. We had our masks and everything, but we got 4 songs recorded. I was lucky enough to get 4 songs recorded back in November of last year. So I've got 8 recorded, and we got 4 more that we're going to try to get done sometime in August or September, with expectations to release our new country album later this year or the first of next. So,
okay.
And I'm so excited because, once again, I wrote or co-wrote every song on here, and I hate to sound like I'm boasting. I don't want to sound like that, but I do believe this music is some of the best I've ever done, and I'm so excited to get it out there.
If it's the best that you've ever done, and for you to say that, man, I'm dying to hear this, because you've been doing this for a while. We've talked about this before. You're an indie country music Hall of Famer. To even get to that point in the indie country, you have to be doing this for 15 years. So this isn't new to you. You've been doing it a while, and you've kind of, what we might say, perfected your craft.
Oh, well, thank you. If I can tell a secret on myself, my first paid gig was in June of 1978.
Wow.
Man.
I was all of 16.
Yeah, we're the same age, my friend.
There you go.
I was 15.
You was 15?
But what was amazing, this fella that I was playing music with, he later on became my brother-in-law. It was just me and him. And we knew a grand total of 9 songs, and he called me one afternoon, and he said, "You're not going to believe this, but we got somebody that wants to hire us to play a gig." I said, "You got to be kidding me." So we went and did and played our wedding reception for these folks. When we got through playing our 9 songs, we just played them over again, and they paid us anyhow.
There you go. Absolutely. You know, and that's one thing I really have, that got me back into radio, man. When all of this stuff shut down, and I see all these artists, you know, struggling because the venues are shut down and doing their Facebook Lives and tip jars, but there's still a lot of good original music. You know, I took a whole year off, and the music never stopped, really. I still kept the email accounts and everything, and everybody still keeps sending singles and here and there, and I'm hearing some of this, and I'm going, okay, I got to get back into radio because this needs to be heard. And when I got back into radio, just about, I think this is our 17th episode now, 17th week since we come back, you were definitely one that was in the back of my mind, because when you hear the artist, and you know, song after song that you make is phenomenal, and I can't wait to hear some of the best you've ever done. But, you know, and then when you get to meet them like we did last year, that really, you get a whole new perspective on the artist, man. And you guys are just great people. And all the indie artists are that way that I know of and that I've met. And that was a big incentive to push me to get back into this, because when the venues open up again, I want to come see you guys play live.
Absolutely. Well, I'm speaking for me, but I'm sure I'm speaking for everybody in the music industry. We're so grateful that you got back into the music business, because especially the independent artists, we need folks like you who step up and get our names out there and get our music heard, because we're so grateful that you and others do that. But, you know, so what I'm trying to say is, don't ever quit, because we need you.
Okay. All right. You know, that's, you know, I grew up in broadcasting. I wanted to be a sports broadcaster and do NBA, NFL games. You know, I've been listening to a lot of Pat Summerall and John Madden back in the 90s doing those Dallas Cowboy games. And I'm a big Chiefs fan, you know that. But, you know, I miss that, you know, about broadcasting, that they don't retire from it. They pass away from it, you know.
Right.
And that's
exactly.
That's the way I got to look at it too. You know, it's a passion of mine. I love doing it, and every time I push play, you know, it tickles my ears, man. I love to listen to this kind of music. And
well, there really is a need for it. There's such a need for traditional country out there. So many fans that seem disheartened that they're not getting what they call country music today. And I know that there's a lot of fans out there that are gravitating towards me and others. I know I have some friends out there that's putting some great music out there also.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to tell you listeners out there, don't be disheartened. There is great traditional country music being recorded yet. You just kind of got to look a little harder to find it.
Yeah.
People like Tim will help you find it, right, Tim?
Absolutely. Hey, and I want to talk to you about that for just a second, because this is something that I don't get to ask every artist. We got a lot of artists that maybe do pop country and that kind of country, traditional. But to make it sound traditional like you make it sound, tell us how that is in a collaboration of putting a song together. Do you have a say? Do you and Donna or you have another crew that says, okay, we need to add this instrument or we need to hit these notes to make it sound traditional, put some steel guitar in there? How does that kind of work with traditional country?
Well, for me, I can't be anything other than that because I learned at a young age, my dad, and he said, Richard, you need to understand what you are, be comfortable with what you are, and never go against what you are. So for me to get out here and try to record pop country and the modern sounds, first of all, I don't know that I could. Even if I could do it, my heart wouldn't be in it. So I've learned to put my heart and my emotion in my music. Now, when I get in the studio and record my music, you have to understand these musicians down there that I work with in Nashville, Tennessee are the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
They work with people like George Strait, Reuben McIntyre, Clint Black, on and on and on. These are guys that have played with Randy Travis. Some of the most incredible musicians are doing these sessions, and I'm fortunate enough to be around these guys, and they know that my genre is the traditional end of things.
Uh-huh.
So I come in there with my music in hand. They listen one time around to my version of how I want the song to go. Of course, I structure it with the chord progression and all the different things. But they take it and they make magic right there in that next session. And it never fails to amaze me. I stand with my mouth open listening to these incredible musicians put this sound to my music. And, I often get goosebumps right there during the session when we're doing this stuff here. So
yeah.
To give you a better definition, I'm not sure I can. But these guys, they don't need any direction from me other than the key of the song we're doing it in,
yeah.
because they're phenomenal.
Well, you're like me when I used to walk into a radio station, even before I got into it. My brother started working at a TV station in Joplin, and then he did a little bit of time in radio too. And when I walk into those environments, man, that's just like, okay, this could be my element real easy here.
Absolutely.
You see all those control buttons and knobs, and you're like, okay, I'm going to get to play with some of this stuff. I'm excited now. And that's the way I was, And yeah, that's when it's your words starting on a piece of paper. Like you said, you just wrote some of these songs for the new album, to take it to the next level. I bet that is exciting.
Well, I've been playing music for many, many years, and I've had very successful recording sessions. I've had previous CDs that's done well, but there's nothing more gratifying than to take that music that came from your head onto a pad of paper and ultimately listen to it being played in this phenomenal studio in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
I can't, and then to have people, call you and come to our shows and sing along with us, that's pretty spectacular, Tim.
Yep, absolutely. To do some cover songs and people want to hear your originals, and know your originals. We went to that venue you played here in Springfield. We've been there several times. And, people are walking around in Cody Jinks T-shirts. He's from Texas and different artists like that, like you and different ones they've been bringing in. They know your music, man, and that's what's awesome. You got fans all over the country.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate hearing that. I love my fans. I love the fact that I can, get to connect with them and talk with them. And, if we ever get to play a show again,
yeah, you will.
There is nothing better than to be able to communicate, shake their hand, hug their neck, because these folks, they spend their hard-earned money to come see us and support our music. That's pretty humbling.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, if you got time to hang out with us just a little bit longer, I want to play a duet that you did with Rhonda Vincent. They call her the Queen of Bluegrass. She is amazing. And like I said, she just moved north of me from Lake Ozark, Missouri. Her and her husband's been out on that boat, and she's been doing some lives from the lake while they're cruising around on it here of late. So let's play this song that you did called Back in Love Again, you and Rhonda Vincent, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about your social media and where everybody can find you and get ready to get their hands on your new album coming out.
Sounds good.
Sound good? Richard Lynch and Rhonda Vincent, Back in Love Again on KICR Indie Country Radio and
I said from the start, I won't lose my heart again.
You were so kind at a time when I needed a friend.
Somewhere the friendship ended and love began. You're the reason I'm back in love again.
You turned on the charm, twisted my arm with love.
You were the girl from a world I've been dreaming of. Baby, there's something you gotta understand. You're the reason I'm back in love again. Back in love again. Saying things I never thought I'd say again. You gave me a feeling I hope will never end. You're the reason I'm back in love again. This time around, we found love to last.
I won't be afraid of mistakes I've made in the past.
Baby, you made me feel like a brand new man. You're the reason I'm back in love again. Back in love again. Saying things I never thought I'd say again. You gave me a feeling I hope will never end. You're the reason I'm back in love again. You gave me a feeling I hope will never end. You're the reason I'm back in love again.
You're the reason.
You're the reason.
You're the reason I'm
back in love again.
That is Richard Lynch with the Richard Lynch Band. Rhonda Vincent, man, what a great duet called Back in Love Again. The video to that one is on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. You guys need to check that one out. It is awesome. And thank you for your time tonight, man. We sure appreciate it. Always a pleasure talking to you.
Well, thank you. Right back at you. Always have a great time. And anytime you need this old country boy from Waynesville, Ohio on your show, you reach out to me. I'm there.
Absolutely. Hey, I normally do them on Friday nights, but we got a special birthday party. My grandson's turning 3 years old on the 4th of July is his birthday, so we were going to have the party tomorrow night because Mama has to work. So we appreciate you helping us out with the scheduling tonight and going on live with us, man. Every time we have you, it is a pleasure.
Well, anytime I can help you, you can count me in, Tim.
Yep, absolutely. Now, I've been looking at your website through the whole interview, but tell us where folks can find you on social media.
Well, the best way to go is to go to richardlynchband.com, and you'll see all the current social media things, the music, the tours, the merchandise. Not much of a tour these days. Hopefully in the near future we'll get back out there.
Right.
But anything you want to know, and maybe a few things you don't want to know about old Richard Lynch.
Okay.
But richardlynchband.com, that's the way to find me.
All righty. If I buy a place in the country, I'm calling you and inviting you to the barn raising, that's for sure.
Let's do it.
Thank you for your time again, and tell Donna, your wife, hello. We miss seeing you guys, and boy, sure let us know if you're coming in the Springfield, Branson area again. I work an easier schedule, and that's kind of why I got back into radio now. I only work 3 nights a week. I got 4 nights to have a weekend and play some radio and enjoy my time off. So we would definitely love to come see you when you get back in the area.
We're going to make it happen. Thank you, sir.
Sounds good. We appreciate you. We're going to go out with one that my Brenda requested. She said this song gave her goosebumps. It's called She's Got Me Drinking Again. I don't know what that's about, but we'll find out. Richard Lynch with the Richard Lynch Band on KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com.
Somebody new. I fell apart with an aching heart. Didn't know what to do. So I got dressed up and jumped in my truck. Faked me a big old grin. Called my buddy Bill, said there's no time to kill. She got me drinking again. Back on the bottle, back on the stool, telling dirty jokes, laughing like a fool, having lots of fun. So here's a toast to what he used to be. Yeah, thanks to her, I'm back out hanging out with my friends. She got me drinking again. So we paid our tab and crawled in a cab and went back to your house. Then we started to think as you poured us some drinks. You said, boys, I got it figured out. I made her off like this, and I don't really miss what I thought I had before she skipped. So I picked up the phone, and I heard her moan when I said, you got me drinking again. Back on the bottle, back on the stool, telling dirty jokes, laughing like a fool, having lots of fun just being me. So here's a toast to what he used to be. Yeah, thanks to her, I'm back out hanging out with my friends. She got me drinking again. Back on the bottle, back on the stool, telling dirty jokes, acting like a fool, having lots of fun just being me. So here's a toast to what used to be. Yeah, thanks to her, I'm back out hanging out with my friends. Yeah, thanks to her, I'm back out hanging out with my friends. She got me drinking again. She got me drinking again.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Kind to only have one woman on my mind.
Electric Cowboys, Jason Martinez, my good friend from Texas, lead singer right there, and it is called Little While. Well, thank you for listening to us for a little while and hanging out. We sure do appreciate it. Welcome to the second hour of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. We just had a great radio interview with the Richard Lynch Band from Waynesville, Ohio. He is awesome, and you will love his country music. Go to richardlynchband.com. Find out all about him and what he's got going on in some upcoming shows starting this month. And we are sure ready for this whole pandemic thing to be over. I'm telling you, get back to live country music. Well, we're going to put live country music on the radio for the next 2 hours, that is for sure. And speaking about live country music, this hour is sponsored by OutHouseTickets.com, helping save the small venues. You know, these small event venues have been entirely shut down due to COVID-19. Countless people have lost 100% of their income overnight. And it's not only the performers and producers that are affected, but thousands of jobs rely on these small venues to survive. So why not donate a few dollars today to help these small venues and keep live music alive? Visit OutHouseTickets.com and donate today to save the small venues. And you can find their logo on our website, ICTV, that is IndieCountryTelevision.net. Let's get you back into that great country music now. Kicking off hour number 2 in style with a great group called Outshine. This is called Moonlight Crush on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, also syndicated on KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Well, maybe it's just the summertime heat that's got my heart playing tricks on me with a couple of beers and a good time atmosphere. Or maybe it's the way you tilt your head when you laugh at some silly thing I said, or your angel eyes, whatever it is tonight. I've got a little moonlight crush on you, girl, a little bit starstruck, having a hard time covering up how I'm feeling right now. Your pretty firefly silhouettes looking just about as good as it gets. You're such a beautiful little wreck, the way you're smiling at me. Yeah, it might be love, or just a little moonlight crush. I'm hoping by the way you took my hand means you wanna drift off from the crowd and the band to somewhere else, all by ourselves, and let our kisses tell us what we got. Then you can tell me what you want this night to be, 'cause at the very least I've got a little moonlight crush on you, girl, a little bit starstruck, having a hard time covering up how I'm feeling right now. Your pretty firefly silhouettes looking just about as good as it gets. You're such a beautiful little wreck, the way you're smiling at me. Yeah, it might be love, or just a little moonlight crush. That strap hanging off your shoulder, I can't help but get a little bit closer. I'd like to do this over and over and over. I've got a little moonlight crush on you, girl, a little bit starstruck, having a hard time covering up how I'm feeling right now. And your pretty firefly silhouettes looking just about as good as it gets. You're such a beautiful little wreck, the way you're smiling at me. Yeah, it might be love, or just a little moonlight crush. Just a little moonlight crush.
tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country.
I think I'm going to celebrate the 4th of July shooting off a few fireworks.
Have a great 4th of July, but please leave the fireworks to the pros.
You're listening to Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Well, I've been stomped by bulls, damn near lost my cool. Well, I don't need no sympathy, all night riding intensity, come on. This misery in Texas gonna take its toll, send me on my way. Well, I've been somewhat cheated, just a little bit mistreated. I've been up and down, round and round tonight. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. To kill the pain and sorrow of a rodeo, I just can't call mine. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. To Tulsa, there won't be no do-si-do. And I can dance on Friday. Doctor says I've got to take it slow. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. To kill the pain and sorrow of a rodeo, I just can't call mine. So when I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. When I leave here tomorrow, there'll be women, whiskey, and drinking on my mind. Women, whiskey on my mind. Women, whiskey on my mind. Women, whiskey on my mind.
Yeah, that's the way you do it to kick off hour number 2. His name is Adam Grant. Women, whiskey, drinking. Man, that's a deadly combination right there. And this radio station is a deadly combination of all of it. I don't do any top 40 format. I've got about 1,500 songs like that you can absolutely love. And we love it when you request them live in our chat room. How do you do that? Well, normally I'm on Friday nights. We hit the airwaves at 7 p.m. Central Time, live from my basement studio in Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. All you got to do is go to Spreaker, that is Spreaker, Spreaker.com, and up at the top in that little gray box, search KICR Indie Country Radio, and you will see a red live button. Just double click that and you can come in and say hello to us and meet everybody in there. And a lot of times the artists hang out here as well. And you can request your favorite indie country songs. If we don't have it, we can definitely get it. And it's got to be good, though. The best in new country, ladies and gentlemen. Then you can also download the Spreaker app on your mobile device or the iHeartRadio app. All of our shows go to iHeartRadio. We are in the podcast section at KICR Indie Country Radio as well. Let's put my good buddy Mr. Michael Gutierrez, lead singer of Keeper of the Plains from Texas, on the air right now. This is called Lovin' and Lettin' Go on KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
I don't wanna be the one who always does the holding on. I've been there before, and I don't wanna hang around if all I'm doing is losing ground. Say no more. I don't wanna live a lie. I'd rather just say goodnight and carry on. But if you love me like you say, then clear this cloud of doubt away and prove me wrong. Whoa, whoa, stop this loving and letting go. I can't take it anymore. 'Cause I love you, baby, more than you know. Stop this hurting game inside. 'Cause it ain't no kind of life. This loving and letting go. Darling, when you came along, I thought my heart had found a home and opened it up. But broken dreams don't have a cure, and that's why I need to be sure it's really love. Whoa, whoa, stop this loving and letting go. I can't take it anymore. 'Cause I love you, baby, more than you know. Stop this hurting game inside. 'Cause it ain't no kind of life. This loving and letting go. If we can, let's try to work it out. 'Cause I don't want to live without you in my life. Stop this loving and letting go. I can't take it anymore. 'Cause I love you, baby, more than you know. Stop this hurting game inside. 'Cause it ain't no kind of life. This loving and letting go.
Here's what happens when you buy a cheap jingle. Indie Country Radio. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
He still combs his hair like Elvis, pays cash for everything, and he'll only drive a Chevy when he thinks Alan Jackson's king. He knows everyone by name at the local hardware store. They don't make 'em, like that anymore. Up with the sun each morning, hardly missed a day of work. Summer 1957, he helped build that Lutheran church. Believes a man should work all week, but save Sunday for the Lord. They don't make them like that anymore. Standing shoulder to shoulder with him now, I still feel small, and I'm still looking up to him like he's 10 feet tall. Something about that generation, these days I think we need them more than we ever did before. But they don't make them like that anymore. He married his sweet Marilyn, June 1955. He goes on and on about her casseroles, her clear blue eyes. He still helps her with her coat, still opens her car door. They don't make them like that anymore. Standing shoulder to shoulder with him now, I still feel small, I'm still looking up to him like he's 10 feet tall. There's something about that generation, these days I think we need them more than we ever did before. But they don't make them like that anymore. Something about that generation, these days I think we need them more than we ever did before. Yeah, that's for sure. But they don't make them like that anymore. He still combs his hair like Elvis, pays cash for everything.
How about that song telling a great story? Makes you miss your grandparents, doesn't it? Absolutely. They don't make them like that anymore. Jason Blaine, great Canadian artist, and you can check out the video to that one on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. This next artist is a good friend of mine as well. She's a two-time Indie Award winner, formerly from West Virginia, now living in Nashville, Tennessee. Her name is Brittany Marie. This is called I Like It on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Said you were drunk, no bars on your cell phone. Guys down at Black Rock betting on cornhole. It didn't get out of hand. Said go buy the dress you wanted for so long. We'll celebrate with money I just won. All of my anger can't seem to hold on, and there's a smile on my face. And I like it when you treat me bad. You love it when you make me mad. We got a crazy love, it's just a beautiful mess. And I like it, I like it. And I like it, I like it, yeah. watching from somewhere. We're about to cause a scene. And I like it when you treat me bad. You love it when you make me mad. We got a crazy love. It's just a beautiful mess. And I like it. I like it. And I like it. I like it. Oh, why am I beloved? And my beloved is mine. And if it were an easy road, it wouldn't be worth my time. 'Cause I like it when you treat me bad. You love it when you make me mad. We got a crazy love. It's just a beautiful mess. And I like it when you treat me bad. You love it when you make me mad. We got a crazy love. It's just a beautiful mess. And I like it. I like it. And I like it. I like
The brand new single Preacher Man from the Darren Morris Band, playing now
Fresh new country.
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Daddy grew up in the hollers of West Virginia, working for the railroad and coal mine. Till one day he heard the good Lord calling. He threw up his hands and he left that all behind. He packed up and moved on out to Texas, where I was just a twinkle in Mama's eyes. This is where I gave my soul to Jesus. This is where I was born and where I'll die. Hey, I'm the son of a preacher man that held that Bible in his hand. He did his best to teach me wrong from right. Well, I am the man I am today, 'cause my daddy knew just how to pray. Like the words of Johnny Cash, he walked the line. He taught me how to work and play, live and laugh and love every day. Be thankful for this life that I call mine. Well, he went home a few years ago, and it's my turn, that's where I'll go. But until then, I ain't wasting precious time. Hey, I'm the son of a preacher man that held that Bible in his hand. He did his best to teach me wrong from right. I am the man I am today, 'cause my daddy knew just how to pray. Like the words of Johnny Cash, he walked the line. All the time. Son of a preacher man that had that Bible in his hand, did his best to teach me wrong from right. But I am the man I am today, 'cause my daddy knew just how to pray. Like the words of Johnny Cash, he walked the line. Like the words of Johnny Cash, he walked the line. He walked the line.
that is a great storytelling song as well. It is called Preacher Man. Darren Morris Band is who that is. Look them up on social media. You will absolutely love their brand of music. They rock country music, and they even have a song called Country to the Bone. It's pretty darn good, too. That's a great story about his father, though he was a preacher man, and that's how Darren got started, singing in church and converted to country music, and we are sure glad he did. Well, this gentleman is pure country music as well. He's a singer, he's a songwriter. He wrote In Case You Didn't Know for Mr. Brett Young. He is from Kennett, Missouri, and I've got to hang out on his tour bus about maybe 10 years ago. We had a good time, too, while he was doing a live show. His latest single is called Quit On Me, Mr. Trent Tomlinson, on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
I down half this bottle, but she's still up in my head. No matter how much I drink, it don't erase the thing she said. Every single word was spot on. She was right and I was all wrong. She left and never looked back. Damn, I wish I could do that. I can't quit on me like she did on me. Can't cuss me out and just up and leave. Can't never see me again. I gotta live with everything I did. I can't go to hell like she told me to. I'm stuck with me no matter what I do. Hard as it's gonna be. I can't quit on me like she did on me. Gotta look in the mirror at myself every day. See the man who wasn't the man she needed me to be to stay. And me and him's gotta have a long talk, 'cause I'm down to my very last straw. She may not know it now, but she got the easy way out. I can't quit on me like she did on me. Can't cuss me out and just up and leave. Can't never see me again. I gotta live with everything I did. I can't go to hell like she told me to. I'm stuck with me no matter what I do. Hard as it's gonna be. I can't quit on me like she did on me. Like she did on me. Yeah, 'cause if I could, yeah, you know damn well I would. I can't quit on me like she did on me. Can't cuss me out and just up and leave. Can't never see me again. I gotta live with everything I did. I can't go to hell like she told me to. I'm stuck with me no matter what I do. Hard as it's gonna be. I can't quit on me like she did on me. Oh, like she did on me. I can't quit on me like she did on me,
yeah. This is where country music lives.
Let's start the music.
We're the people's favorite. Show the world you love your country. Delivering a much-needed neck punch to the status quo.
What does that even mean?
That means, in addition to the variety you've come to expect, you'll also hear songs like this.
Don't wanna get down, let's get gone, get lost.
And this.
Must be one hell of a highway.
And this.
With that poor angel on my shoulder, holding it down, holding it down.
Thank you for listening to Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
January comes around, same time every year.
brings along the heartache I've had since you're not here. It doesn't matter rain or shine, it hits me just the same. Funny how a love so strong can end in this much pain. They tell me that you're happy now, maybe someday I'll be too. But acting like I'm over you is more than I can do. I'm standing in this January rain, trying to hide the tears I cried and wash the hurt away. And even though I'm numb inside, I still feel the pain. Standing in this January rain. I drove by your new place, couldn't bring myself to stop. Wiped another tear away and drove around the block. I was gonna bring you flowers, well, I guess I'll just go home. 'Cause life once filled with roses is nothing more than thorns. Oh, and I know that you're happy now, maybe someday I'll be too. When you left me here alone, you took my heart with you. I'm standing in this January rain, trying to hide the tears I cried and wash the hurt away. And even though I'm numb inside, I still feel the pain. Standing in this January rain. When all my friends ask me, I say I'm doing well. Oh, but losing you to heaven is putting me through hell. And I'm standing in this January rain, trying to hide the tears I cried and wash the hurt away. Even though I'm numb inside, I still feel the pain. Standing in this January rain, standing in this January rain.
A three-time Indie Award winner. Absolutely love his music. His name is Heath Fagan, and a great tune called January Rain. A great ballad in country music, and I love a great ballad. Well, we're going to speed it up just a little bit. These next artists can be found at @1_more_girl. If you want to find them on Twitter, they are one more girl. This is called Love Like Mine on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHSdenver.com, playing New Country's best.
Scored. Just 'cause you're the first one walking out that door. So take it when you leave. I don't need just
Is this gonna get us in some trouble?
I'll go get some ice. Tons of music, and nothing but music. Butt music. I love the butt music, baby.
Someone's gonna lose their job over this, and it ain't gonna be me.
We're rolling through non-stop new country.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Picked up my daddy's old guitar when I was 14. Somehow it wound up becoming my best friend. Along the way we sure saw a lot and learned some things. And I would put it all down on paper with my pen, from beginning to end. Everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody's got a song to sing about a small town back road, sunset radio turned up just about as loud as it'll go. That first love and how it felt so right. The first heartbreak that kept you up all night. And every ride that turned out to be wrong. Just another melody about the life and times of me, singing my own song. Life can sure throw a lot of things right at you, make you laugh or cry or make you smile. It can move so fast you don't know how it happens. But every step of the way can be worth every mile. It's all worthwhile. Everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody's got a song to sing about a small town back road, sunset radio turned up just about as loud as it'll go. That first love and how it felt so right. The first heartbreak that kept you up all night. And every ride that turned out to be wrong. Just another melody about the life and times of me, singing my own song. Everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody's got a song to sing about a small town back road, sunset radio turned up just about as loud as it'll go. That first love and how it felt so right. The first heartbreak that kept you up all night. And every ride that turned out to be wrong. Just another melody about the life and times of me, singing my own song. Singing my own song. Singing my own song.
She is our good friend, Miss Camber Kane, from a small town in Missouri, about an hour and 15 minutes away from where I'm broadcasting live, called El Dorado Springs. But she makes that magic at Voodoo Groove Studios in Nashville, Tennessee. Her latest single right there called Singing My Own Song. Well, I can't sing, but I sure love playing them. Well, we're getting ready to kick off hour number 3. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. Absolutely love the best in new country music. We got to see this gentleman hang out with him, too, about a year and a half ago in Springfield, Missouri, out the Southbound Bar and Grill in Springfield. His name is Josh Ward. He is from Montgomery, Texas, and this is called Broken Heart on today's Country From KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
What's a cowboy supposed to do when a cowboy ain't supposed to cry? There's gotta be a beer somewhere that needs a tear when you just can't keep it all inside. Everywhere I go just ain't my kind of vibe. Folks are having fun, man, it must be nice. Guess I'm the only one with a broken heart. Ain't found another sad soul so far. Everybody must be doing fine, 'cause I'm in a rut, they're stuck in party time. All I wanna do is turn my radio on, reset the clock and hear a sad country song. But I'm just looking for a place to fall apart. Guess I'm the only one with a broken heart. Nothing quite goes with a fool sitting on a stool like burning whiskey over ice. And I wouldn't feel like such a fool if she fooled me once, but man, she fooled me twice. Everywhere I go, just can't seem to find neon lights and smoke. Damn, it don't feel right. Guess I'm the only one with a broken heart. I ain't found another sad soul so far. Everybody must be doing fine, 'cause I'm in a rut, they're stuck in party time. All I wanna do is turn my radio on, reset the clock and hear a sad country song. But I'm just looking for a place to fall apart. Guess I'm the only one with a broken heart. Just can't seem to find a place to fall apart. Guess I'm the only one with a broken heart.
If he don't play that song, I'm gonna spit some chaw in his eye. Get her done.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
It looks like you could use a shave and a couple of good nights sleep. Man, I just saw you yesterday, but I guess I didn't see just how bad you've been slipping. Everybody says you're living pretty rough. What kind of friend would I be if I didn't say you need to straighten up? You made it crystal clear that you don't want to hear, so I'm giving you a visual this time. You won't believe nobody else, so turn and face yourself and tell me what you see in your own eyes. The mirror never lies.
you've lost a little faith, but you ain't sold your soul. These dreams that you've been seeking, well, it might be you could reach them after all. Yeah, but what the hell do I know? I'm only a reflection on the wall. You made it crystal clear that you don't wanna hear, so I'm giving you a visual this time. You won't believe nobody else, so turn and face yourself and tell me what you see in your own eyes. The mirror never lies. If you wanna hit me, go on, give me your best shot. It'll get you 7 years of something you've already got. If you walk away from me, you'll be running out on you. It's time to face the truth in your own eyes. The mirror never lies. The mirror never lies. The mirror never lies. The mirror never lies. It looks like you could use a shave and a couple of good nights sleep.
He is my new Facebook friend. His name is Joey Herd, H-E-R-D, and that is a great tune called The Mirror Never Lies. He is absolutely right. Every time I look into it, yep, still got a face for radio. Well, I'll tell you what, I got some music to put on the radio. We're getting ready to kick off hour number 3 of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly. Welcome to the show. If you're just now getting tuned in, we hope you're enjoying what you've heard so far, and I've got a lot more of the best in new country coming right up. How about we get into a little trouble? I like doing that, don't you? This song is called Trouble from my good friend Mr. Milton Patton, formerly from Joplin, Missouri, now living in Nashville, Tennessee. It is live right now on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Stand between your toes, girl. What happened to your clothes, girl? I hope you know what you're getting into, 'cause baby, I can rock your world. Lipstick on my cigarettes. Oh, girl, you're turning me on. And once I'm going, baby girl, there ain't no turning me off. You're gonna get us in trouble. I'm just saying, girl, it's fine with me. 'Cause I can lay your body down, just hug and love and rub you all over this beach. Or we can go inside of town, find a bench at a park, cuddle up, make a sing. You're gonna get us in trouble. If it's fine with you, then it's okay with me. Tequila through a straw, girl. You steady popping buttons on, girl. No need for calling a taxi, 'cause by the way that you're acting won't make it out of this bar, girl. Kissing in traffic, backseat of a taxi, red bottom heels in the air. The cab driver don't care, he even pay for the taxi fare. You're gonna get us in trouble. I'm just saying, girl, it's fine with me. 'Cause I can spin your body around, kiss, hug, and love, and rub you all over Dixon Street. Or we can go outside of town, find a field, make some runs, play mud, cause a scene.
From the bed to the couch, then the floor. The neighbors yelling, keep it down next door. I'm sorry, but this girl I can't ignore. You're gonna get us in trouble. I'm just saying, girl, it's fine with me. 'Cause I can lay your body down, just hug and love and rub you all over this beach. Or we can go inside town, find a bench at a park, cuddle up, make a scene. You're gonna get us in trouble. If it's fine with you, then it's okay with me. You're gonna get us in trouble. Girl, if it's fine with you, then it's okay with me. Yeah.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I've never been a believer in love at first sight, but you changed my mind with just one single look in your eyes. 'Cause everyone talks about time standing still, but I've never been there when it happened until you walked in the room. Tell me, where have you been all my life? What are you doing for the rest of forever? Please tell me that you've got the time. 'Cause if you're not busy for the rest of forever, I'd sure like to make you mine. I'm promising you with all of my heart, I'll show you how good it could be if you fall in love for the rest of forever with me. So many questions with answers I may never know. Through my mind, but my heart's saying take it real slow. If I say the wrong thing, I can scare you away. If I make the right move, you just might want to stay. I'm taking my chances by letting my true feelings show. Of forever, please tell me that you've got the time. 'Cause if you're not busy for the rest of forever, I'd sure like to make you mine. I'm promising you with all of my heart, I'll show you how good it could be if you fall in love for the rest of forever with me. If you fall in love for the rest of forever with me.
His name is Jason Cassidy. He is a great artist from the state of Texas and a spokesperson for your Texas area Ford dealer. Go out and buy yourself a new Ford if you so choose. I don't know. I can't do that. I'm a Chevy guy. But crank up Mr. Jason Cassidy if it has a CD player in it. Absolutely. I think I would do that. That is a great tune called Rest of Forever. Welcome to the third and final hour of today's country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. We opened up the first hour with a great radio interview from a traditional country music artist that is a Hall of Famer, an Indie Country Hall of Famer, Mr. Richard Lynch from the Richard Lynch Band. If you missed it, it is recorded. You can download the Spreaker app on your mobile device, and you can listen to it over and over again. We are also on iHeartRadio in the podcast section. The third and final hour is sponsored by Stockyard Whiskey. Built on a dream and aged for 25 years, it is not for the faint of heart. Stockyard embodies the select few who believe in hard work and relish in the opportunity to take a step back and enjoy the fruits of their labor. Don't take our word for it. Grab a bottle now and savor the high-level whiskey at its finest. Go to stockyardwhiskey.com. Well, I'm having a little sweet tea right now, so I can make it through the third hour, but I will try some of that Stockyard whiskey probably right after the show. Well, I'll tell you what, this next group is also from Texas. They are a great duo, and they have a great tune here called Mess I'm In from Shotgun Rider. I'm in a good mess right now on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, playing new country's best.
I'm falling out the door, blood rushes to the floor. You're kind enough to toss my coat. Just a couple blocks to the house, I ain't no hurry to get there now. I can't stand that bed no more. I never thought I'd see that guy I used to be, holding you the way he did. Well, it sure looks like you got what you want when you're looking at him like he's the one. Nothing in the world could beat that smile. Well, it's one that I haven't seen in a while. You have on your black dress, the one I'm wanting to forget. But if I could love you again, I wouldn't be in the mess I'm in. Loose change in my pocket, it's all that I got left after leaving this place. People ask me where I've been. It's nice to know I still got friends. I barely show my face these days, but they can't understand the pain that I've been through. Oh, and it's not helping seeing him with you. Well, it sure looks like you got what you want when you're looking at him like he's the one. Nothing in the world could beat that smile. Well, it's one that I haven't seen in a while. You have on your black dress, the one I'm wanting to forget. But if I could love you again, I wouldn't be in the mess I'm in. What you want when you're looking at him like he's the one. Nothing in the world could beat that smile. Well, it's one that I haven't seen in a while. You have on your black dress, the one I'm wanting to forget. If I could love you again, I wouldn't be in the mess I'm in. The mess I'm in. Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it
Today's country. Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
I got orange babes and bourbon in a glass. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I know it's kinda going, yeah, it's kinda going fast. I got orange babes and bourbon in a glass. This pretty little thing came strutting my way when she looked at me, tried to take me away a little. Did she know this boy could play? Spun her around and took her breath away. As I picked her up, I whispered in her ear, said I lay it down like Conway did. I got orange babes and bourbon in a glass. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I know it's kinda going, yeah, it's kinda going fast. I got orange babes and bourbon in a glass. The time went fast, we had a good time already. Down some shots to start the night. I looked across that dance floor right, saw them eyes again, that girl is mine. As I slid her way to grab her hand real tight, Johnny said it best, we'll just walk that line. I got orange babes and bourbon in a glass. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I know it's kinda going, yeah, it's kinda going fast. I got orange babes and bourbon in a glass. Last call came, I walked away, tilt my hat in hand and winked her way. I felt a rush I never felt before. Heartbeat fast as I walked through the door. Then she hopped in my truck as I drove away. Merle said, Mama tried, but not today. I got orange babes and bourbon in a glass. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I know it's kinda going, yeah, it's kinda going fast. I got orange babes and bourbon in a glass. Orange babes and bourbon in a glass. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I know it's kinda going, yeah, it's kinda going fast. I got orange babes and bourbon in a glass.
Oh, yeah, he is my good friend, Mr. Brandon Bing. He owns Stockyard Whiskey, which is our sponsor for this hour, Barnes Babes and Bourbon. What an appropriate song to play right there to kick off hour number 3. Welcome to it, ladies and gentlemen. The best in new country lives right here. And you know, I've said it many times, I'm in Branson, Missouri, but we play this music all over the world, and we get the music from all over the world. This next artist is from a thing called the Country Music Channel. She won at least 2 awards that I know of in 2018. She was the female vocalist of the Country Music Channel. Well, it just ended its run just last week. So congratulations to what they have going on. We will continue that with ICTV, Indie Country Television. It is just like CMC and CMT. I call it CMT for the Indies. So if you like to see these artists in action, head over to ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. But the artist I'm talking about right now is from Sydney, Australia. She is Christy Lamb. This is called Wish You Were a Cowboy on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHSdenver.com.
I wish this was a western town. You had on dusty boots. Somebody warned me long before you came passing through. Then I'd never seen your face, never would have heard your name. I wouldn't be up all night feeling this way. I wish you were a cowboy. You run off into a sunset with your restless soul and no regrets. You'd be so easy to forget. When you said you love me, I know it's just a lie. You'd hold me all night long, then leave with no goodbye. I wish you were a cowboy. I wish you were a cowboy. Then I'd have seen you smoking gun instead of staring in your eyes. You walking out my door would come as no surprise. 'Cause even if I let you in, I never let you get that far. I know better than to ever let you near my heart. I wish you were a cowboy. You run off into a sunset with your restless soul and no regrets. You'd be so easy to forget. When you said you love me, I know it's just a lie. You'd hold me all night long, then leave with no goodbye. Wish you were a cowboy. I wish you were a cowboy. Oh, I wish you were a cowboy. When you said you love me, I know it's just a lie. You'd hold me all night long, then leave with no goodbye. I wish you were a cowboy. I wish this was a western town and you had on dusty boots. Somebody warned me long before you came passing through.
We are 100% focused on new music. Hey, look, a squirrel. Anything country.
That's a funny word. Hey, these are good brownies. What? Oh, yeah, right. Radio, sorry.
How come you never take me out to dinner anymore?
Well, first, we're about to play a bunch of feel-good songs. And second, you know we're not married, right?
Oh, details. Today's country.
Pretty wild.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
They say time can erase all life's mistakes, hoping that they're wise. Left her crying at home, all alone, one too many times. What goes around comes around. She's gone and I'm finding out. She's got one hell of a memory,
my good friend Mr. Tony Corrales from the Tony Corrales Band from Arizona. At TCB Country is where you can follow them on Twitter as well. She's got one hell of a memory, and they've got one hell of a video to that song that you can check out on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. Up next is my good friend from Miami, Florida. Her name is Sarah Lenore. This is called Don't Know Why on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, playing new country's best.
I know why I'm breathing, and I know why I'm here, and I know why the sun shines. Every reason is there, it's so perfectly clear. And I know why the sky's so blue. But when it comes to me loving you, I don't know why, that's just how it is. I can't stop myself from feeling like this. Though I try hard to say, it's something I can't explain. Search for the words on my tongue, but they just won't come. Don't know why I feel this way. Don't care, don't have a clue. I just do. Some things need no explanation, like what your smile does to me. And when you walk through that doorway, I can hear my heart pound, I can barely breathe. And I know why spring flowers bloom. When it comes to me loving you, I don't know why, that's just how it is. I can't stop myself from feeling like this. Though I try hard to say, it's something I can't explain. Search for the words on my tongue, but they just won't come. Don't know why I feel this way. Don't care, don't have a clue. I just do. I don't know why, that's just how it is. I can't stop myself from feeling like this. Though I try hard to say, it's something I can't explain. Search for the words on my tongue, but they just won't come. I don't know why, that's just how it is. I can't stop myself from feeling like this. Though I try hard to say, it's something I can't explain. Search for the words on my tongue, but they just won't come. Don't know why I feel this way. Don't care, don't have a clue. I just do. I just do. I just do. I know why I'm breathing, and I know why I'm here.
Have you been injured in an accident or assaulted by some very loud music that comes out of your radio? If so, call the
Skip ad.
More nonstop country now.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Diamonds on the windshield as heaven starts to cry. in his rearview mirror, his angel waves goodbye. She knows he's gonna go. She knows he's one of them. Brothers of the highway, children of the wind. That Detroit diesel pirate ship goes blowing out again. Sailing toward the setting sun, freedom's their best friend. Brothers of the highway, children of the wind. Oh, bring it on in there.
Well, put the pedal to the metal. Tried out to run the rain. Another shot of truck stop coffee as I'm running through his veins. This world turns on 18 wheels. Thank God we can depend
on brothers of the highway, children of the wind. That Detroit diesel pirate ship goes blowing out again. Sailing toward the setting sun, freedom's their best friend. Brothers of the highway, children of the wind. Carolina West, Denver, Baton Rouge, east of Pittsburgh, Portland, south of San Diego. Sail on, sail on.
Tallahassee, north to Boston,
up to Bangor, west to Austin, coast to coast, sea to sea. Sail on, sail on, you brothers of the highway, children of the wind. That Detroit diesel pirate ship goes blowing out again. Sailing toward the setting sun, freedom's their best friend. Brothers of the highway, children of the wind. Brothers of the highway, children of the wind. That Detroit diesel pirate ship goes blowing out again. Sailing toward the setting sun, freedom's their best friend. Brothers of the highway, children of the wind. God bless you, brothers of the highway, children of the wind. God bless y'all. That's a big 10-4.
That is a big 10-4. They are Brothers of the Highway, and they sound like brothers too, don't they? That is Tony Justice and Aaron Tippin. Tony Justice, of course, is an over-the-road truck driver, and when he's not doing that, he is making great country music. You can find it in all the popular truck stops like the Flying J, Pilot Truck Stop, and Love's Country stores as well. You can find us everywhere, I'm telling you. Even though some of the folks that normally are in my chat room aren't here, this show is live when it's live. Other than that, it is a recorded podcast that you can play over and over and over again so that we'll sound good on the radio no matter where you're at. And I'll tell you what, a lot of these applications like Spreaker and iHeartRadio, the audio is fantastic, so you will enjoy the best in new country music wherever you go. Well, why don't you take Mr. John Wolfe with you right now? One of his latest singles is called Baby This and Baby That on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, also syndicated on KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
Come home dragging weight of the world on my shoulders, girl, and all I know is I wanna cash out, shut it down, throw in the towel, 'cause I'm feeling low and I'm moving slow. But when she's all baby this and baby that, I'm like a runaway train running out of track. There ain't no holding me back when she's all baby this and baby that. When she's all come over here and give me a kiss, that look in her eyes, hands on her hips, I don't stand a chance when she's all baby this and baby that. It still sounds good, good morning, good night, and anything else those pretty lips say. She sounds like an angel cooking in the kitchen. I love to listen to the songs she sings, and it's a whole other thing when she's all baby this and baby that. like a runaway train running out of track. There ain't no holding me back when she's all baby this and baby that. When she's all come over here and give me a kiss, that look in her eyes, hands on her hips, I don't stand a chance when she's all baby this and baby that. Yeah, my favorite thing in the world to see are those pretty brown eyes looking back at me. Those pretty red lips I wanna kiss so bad, saying baby this and baby that. When she's all baby this and baby that, I'm like a runaway train running out of track. There ain't no holding me back when she's all baby this and baby that. When she's all come over here and give me a kiss, that look in her eyes, hands on her hips, I don't stand a chance when she's all baby this and baby that. She's baby this and baby that. Every time she's baby this and baby that. Yeah, she's baby this and baby that. Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
I don't even own a pair of high heels, but I bought these at Payless on my lunch break. My sister did this makeup, she calls it get over your breakup. She said get out there and work it, girl, so I'm working it. This ain't no drugstore perfume, I'm talking Chanel No. 5. A little sample that I saved, son, from our prom night. Yeah, I know this is a sports bar, you know I'm a fan of NASCAR. I'll have 2 Coronas, one for me, one for the hot girl I just turned into, yeah. I came in here to get a man, and I know the man I want. Do you like the new me I am? Cause that's the one he's taking home. Get your hand off my wipe that grin off your face. It ain't you I'm looking for someone to take your place. Sorry. I heard Brittany and your best friend finally called it quits. Has he still got that real good job and that pretty Beamer? Do you know that guy shooting pool, that dragon tattoo? So cool, hey, light my cigarette. I'm about to do stuff you won't forget. Yeah, I came in here to get a man, and I know the man I want. Do you like the new me I am? Cause that's the one he's taking home. Get your hand off my wipe that grin off your face. It ain't you I'm looking for someone to take your place. On the couch, on the bed, on the porch, in the truck, hey, up on the Maytag. With some money, who could kiss, who could dance, any chance you could find me a little ashtray. You
That is Tara Thompson, and a great video to that one you can check out on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. It is called Someone to Take Your Place, and the video was shot in a laundromat because we wanted to keep it clean. No Tide Pods were swallowed in the making of that video, though. There's a disclaimer I just had to throw in. Well, I'm going to throw this in. How about the women of new country music? Aren't they fantastic? This next artist was on season number 4 of NBC's The Voice. Although she didn't win, she's come out with some great original music. Her name is Holly Tucker. This is a great single called Dallas on Your Boots on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
I met you just across the county line, where forever fields go out to meet the sky, with a sad song spinning in the background, like the one that's playing here right now. And win or lose, I was gonna make you mine, but nothing's changed. There's no escape from knowing you still got a little Dallas on your boots, still got a little heavy on your heart, still holding on to things that you don't wanna lose, baby. You still got a little lonely in your eyes, like you never really ever said goodbye. I wanna be the one to love you, but you still got a little Dallas on your boots. Sometimes I can see you miles away, and everything you're thinking is written on your face. You're still holding on to what you left behind. Until you let it go, you're always gonna find that you can't love me like you want to, and I don't want just part of you. But you still got a little Dallas on your boots, still got a little heavy on your heart, still holding on to things that you don't wanna lose, baby. You still got a little lonely in your eyes, like you never really ever said goodbye. I wanna be the one to love you, but you still got a little Dallas on your boots. We've been on and off together about a year, never past the fact that someone else is always here. 'Cause you still got a little Dallas on your boots, still got a little heavy on your heart, still holding on to things that you don't wanna lose, baby. You still got a little lonely in your eyes, like you never really ever said goodbye. Yeah, I wanna be the one to love you, but you still got a little Dallas on your boots. Little Dallas on your boots.
New and exciting.
Broadcasted live from Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.
You're a good cry when I'm driving home. Oh, the radio's playing the right sad song. You're a smile that appears on my face. My heart speeds up when I drive by your place. All the laughs we had, all the time we spent, was looking back now over where it went. Do you wish you still had it back? Am I a sunny day, blanket on the grass, picnic basket, I hear you laugh, love to hear you laugh. Or is it clouding up, starting to rain, all of a sudden you remember the pain that I caused you? I wish I never caused you.
question now is why. And do I ever cross your mind? What kind of memory am I? I can still see your face. I remember my arms around your waist. I remember how a kiss was never enough. How we said we'd always be in love. You're a first for this, I'm a first for that. Now I don't even know where you're at. Starting to question just what we had. And my sunny day, blanket on the grass, picnic basket, I hear you laugh, love to hear you laugh. Or is it clouding up, starting to rain, and all of a sudden you remember the pain that I caused you? I wish I never caused you. Only question now is why. And do I ever cross your mind? What kind of memory am I? Only question now is why. And do I ever cross your mind? What kind of memory am I?
His name is Donovan Lee Carpenter. Donovan Lee Carpenter, what kind of memory am I? And I'll tell you what, I got to get an interview with him. We were supposed to do one before last year, and it never happened. I'm going to get with that gentleman and see if we can't get something going. But I'm booked into September now, so it may be a little while. Be patient, ladies and gentlemen. The fall's pretty, I hear, in Branson, Missouri. It really is. Absolutely. Well, the music's pretty darn good tonight as well. This next artist performed live at the Nashville Universe Awards in 2018, where he won Male Vocalist of the Year. His name is Tate Stevens. This is called Power of a Love Song on today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, and KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com.
It can make you cry, it can make you laugh, give you feelings that you've never had, make the worst of times just fade away, and help you find the words that you don't know how to say. The power of a love song can make you believe. The power of a love song, it can change everything. It can right every wrong, help you hold on even when all hope is gone. It can take you back to that first time when you both looked in each other's eyes. You say I do, then take her hand, slowly start to sway for that first dance. The power of a love song can make you believe. The power of a love song, it can change everything. It can right every wrong, help you hold on even when all hope is gone. The power of a love song. The power of a love song can make you believe. The power of a love song, it can change everything. It can make you cry. It can make you laugh. Give you feelings that you've never had.
Because there's no such thing as enough country. You know that great song that you just can't get out of your head? We're playing it right now. Wow, it's like we're right there inside your head. Okay, well, maybe not literally.
Don't touch that dial!
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I'm no stranger to a stiff drink. It eases my mind somehow. The kind of friend you pay to be with, but only brings you down. Well, I'm a big hit in this bar room, and everyone loves me right now. But when the lights go down and the chairs go up, what keeps them around? Is it me? I can't seem to find the answer in my glass. I can't believe how this has hit me. Is it me or the whiskey? Jack are on the front porch, strumming an old guitar, I'm trying to write a country love song about how you're breaking my heart. 'Cause I can tell by the look on your face, you've run out of tears. You're ready to walk away and leave me standing here. Is it me? I can't seem to find the answer in my glass. I can't believe how this has hit me. Is it me or the whiskey? In one hand there's a whiskey bottle, in the other there's a glass. Is this feeling worth it? Maybe I should ask if it's me or the whiskey. I can't believe how this has hit me. Is it me? Is it me or the whiskey? I can't seem to find the answer in this glass. I can't believe how this has hit me. Is it me? Or the whiskey. Me or the whiskey.
That is a great tune, and it has a great video attached to it. You can check it out on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. His name is Matt Ferris, and Me or the Whiskey. Well, that's going to do it for me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everyone for joining and tuning in on the show, whether it was live, whether you heard the recorded version. We hope you loved what you heard, absolutely. And I want to thank Mr. Richard Lynch from the Richard Lynch Band from Waynesville, Ohio, for joining me on the show tonight. What a great radio interview, and we will talk to him again real soon. Join me next Friday night, July the 10th. I'll be live with Mr. Michael Coleman from a band called See Your Shadow. That will be our first radio interview and maybe first of many. He's pretty good stuff on the radio. We'll be talking to him next week. We'll hit the airwaves July the 10th. That's a Friday night at 7 p.m. Central, and the interview will take place at 7:30 p.m. Central, live from my basement studio in Branson, Missouri. Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us on Facebook, and we will like you right back. You guys have a great, safe 4th of July. I will see you on the radio July 10th, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on, I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing